So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way.
The Dutch have a great heritage of producing some of the most talented strikers, and this one has it all.
The one and only Marco van Basten.
A scorer of outrageous goals.
Have you played against him, Jim?
No, maybe just as well.
Can he get it through? That is well... Decent chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
It's Rui Costa! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now it's Gerrard. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Defending of the desperate variety. And reclaimed it in a trice. Gerrard. Dixon. Irwin. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that pass just didn't quite work. Neither. Rui Costa! And that is wildly off target.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Alexander-Arnold. And it's Xabi Alonso. Edmilson. Gerrard. And this is Bebeto. And here's Gerrard. Quarter of an hour played. And it's been played through. Good read, needed to be. De Bruyne. Now that looks a decent ball. He's having a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence.
Munich are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Gerrard. Lovely, now then. He's had it taken off him. Shevchenko showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Spread out to the left. He's through here. This looks promising. Great chance! And that's a good finish. And he is away. The launch of a brand new hero. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Marco van Basten.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Well read, nice interception. And it's Xabi Alonso. Shevchenko tries to pass it through. And that is headed for the middle. And that has been cleared. Real chance! It's their second corner of the game. Oh, good climb! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
Now it's Neymar. Dink through. That's the keeper's ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vardiol gets on his bike and shot a goal! And there's a goal! And they're back in front! As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Now it's Shevchenko, succumbs to the pressure. Adams with the foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. That's a lovely, neat pass. Neymar.
Pretty robust defending.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Alexander-Arnold with the delivery. Cleared without hesitation. Maldini. Oh, they could be caught out here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. He's onside! Dixon. Rijkaard. Now it's Van Basten. And no, that was never going to make it. Edmilson. Now it's Bebeto. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. And no surprise, that's a booking. And he's taking no chances there. And this could be the final action of the first half. Rui Costa with the short one. Shevchenko. And this is Bebeto. Rui Costa. And it's made its way to him. Tries to get it clear. Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half.
Please join me in wishing all
Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. And so the action is resumed.
Munich really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
No, that's been intercepted. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Alexander-Arnold has the space to scheme. That's a good ball. And a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Shevchenko really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Irwin attempts a clearance. It's Gerrard! And that was struck with genuine force. And he's intervened well there. Adams. That could spell trouble. Surely, chance for a shot! And a neat finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Minimal lapse, maximum punishment. How that hurts.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Tries a shot! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Short changes him with that pass. That's been slipped through.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
And this is Neymar. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Still alert as ever. That's so well played.
Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Gerrard. Edmilson, a picture of focus and alertness. De Bruyne. That's beautifully weighted. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he's in on goal. Can he finish? It's fallen kindly here. And no mistake. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And he is going into that little black book.
Number 27, Hazard. Substitution.
Rice. He has found the way through. Just eases him off the ball.
Munich really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Couldn't squeeze it through. De Bruyne! Oh, the ball's run loose here. So their fourth corner of the game. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Now the delivery. Oh no, it's an own goal!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Gerrard. And he cuts out the supply. Knocks it into space. Keeper's got good distance on that. Threads one in. Oh, that is asking for trouble. It's Gerrard! And that really should have been that.
Well, I was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
They're up to 5 corners now. Adams is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, that's delightful. Messi! And Neuer pulls off a sensational save. And now a sudden chance to counter. That's a little off target. Now it's Hazard. Looking to play him in. And this is Shevchenko! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are disappearing out of sight. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Number 2, Dixon.
Clinical. Just is having a shot!
Messi.
And here's Van
Number
Basten.
33,
And the assistant
Emery.
referee rightly gives him offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 22.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
And the pass is intercepted. And the through ball. And this is Messi. And it's De Bruyne. Messi. Gerrard.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nicely worked. Now it's Rice. Zanetti. Well timed, excellent interception. Looking for a runner. Pass somewhat off target. De Bruyne. Played out to the left flank. And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So things are underway. Well, now here is a young man who really does seem to have the whole world at his feet. Lamine Yamal, a player of barely matched potential and indeed of barely matched expectation.
And the inevitable comparisons that go along with that, Peter.
And are those comparisons justified?
Well, from what I've seen of him so far, very much so. There's pace and great technique, but the most outstanding...
Camavinga! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Rijkaard. He's in a great position here. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Deftly away. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Looking for the run. Oh, that's clever. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Rooney, and he's running through. Defending of the desperate variety. Tries one from range. Oh, the ball's run. Oh, what has happened here? And that is well cleared.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
And this is Neymar. And the shot! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Munich are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
And Burmo. Great vision. Vardiol is wide and looking to get onto this. That's going to go a look. Takes the shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. That was superb goalkeeping.
Camavinga is offering a wry smile there.
Here's the header! No, just not quite.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
No, not quite on the same wavelength. It's a searching pass. Yamal receives it in a wide position. And the shot! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Played out to the left flank. Camavinga. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And they've got rid. And he's intervened well there. Messi is the team's great visionary. And it's Serginho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Threads one in. It's a promising position. He's got away. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Now that's well seen too. That has been cut short. Tries to play it through. And this is Batistuta. Distributed tidily. Messi. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you can see his annoyance.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rooney. Alexander-Arnold. Bellingham. And that has been slung wide. Serginho. Mbomo has it out wide and in space. Persib Bandung have their second corner now. Rooney! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Tries to pass it through. Not a hint of offside. He leaps for it. He's done very well to get to that.
Rooney really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Vardiol. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken. Serginho. Mbomo receives it in a chance, surely! And that's a sharp finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
After 44
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Yamal. And this is Batistuta. And there's the shot! And the referee has signalled for half-time. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it sets up a very entertaining second half, Peter. Who's going to make the first move, trying to win this, and how they might find a way to sustain good pressure.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. There's the whistle then to start the second half. Mbomo, he's found a way through. There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, good effort! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Neymar providing an outlet on that flank.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's a sharp little ball here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Rooney. Rooney was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Oh, that's fabulous. Irwin with the short one, and it's Messi. It's a good-looking delivery, and that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Persib Bandung have the chance to go the other way. Another pass, big chance! And it's in! And that for him is goal number 10. You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Munich are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
And this is Rooney. And the finish! And he hits the net. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Munich really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And a chance! And it's in! And again they hit the front. That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, Red, nice interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Batistuta really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Substitution on the field. Number 19.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Coming on to replace him is number 14.
Zanetti.
Substitution.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe! And here's Mbappe. Oh, this is a great position. Shoots! That's another chance. And there's a goal. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
So again, we have parity.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
He's got plenty of space out wide here, and that's gone loose. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on.
Persib Bandung really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now that looks a decent ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. That'll be a corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 10.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Coming on the field is number 17.
Mbappe!
De Bruyne. Substitution
Oh,
in
not the
progress.
best of headers.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
Oh no, what has happened here? Neymar, chance! And again! Oh, that could be pivotal! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Pass somewhat off target. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Lopez. That's very neat. Juve knocks it into space. Ndika gets across to intercept that. Now, can they get him away? Deftly away. Well, that is one way to stop him. Zanetti. That is good progress on the left. Aims beyond the defence. Real chance! And no mistake. And look at his joy. Is this not why we love the game? Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it. And that will be it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. Batistuta, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a clear picture of what they set out to do, and the players were determined to deliver it, and they did.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.